What I learned at the Chopra Center was really how to dive into meditation. I think that the practice of meditating in the morning and then meditating at night really sets you up for a better day and a better night. So my usual practice is, I was going to say with my son getting ready in the bathroom or with his teeth, with his hair, all that, preparing with his clothes. You can actually go through a mini breath technique, 4-7-8, when you're brushing your teeth. I usually like to tell my patients, do the 4-7-8 while you're brushing your teeth. Try to do it while you're doing the neti pot. I think both of those are healthy practices, not only for having less tooth decay and getting the snot out so you clear your nose and less allergy response, but it also stimulates the brain to say it's the day, it's the morning. In Ayurveda, the first thing that you are supposed to take in a day is supposed to be warm water, room temperature water, to start the body up, not cold stuff. But regardless, doing the exercise twice a day, definitely in the morning, definitely at night, it is good. I usually embrace myself, or at least not embrace myself, I like to set myself up for a deeper dive into meditation. And that means with turning down the lights, quiet, listening to Deepak as a guide, or David G as a guide, and then using incense. It reminds me of my time at the Chopra Center. So whatever you choose to do, it should be in silence, where you won't be bothered. And if you can't find that time because you're taking care of 3 kids, then you might have to wake up 15 minutes earlier and try your best. The objective is usually 20 minutes twice a day. Everybody's a little different, depends on your level of experience, but it has to be a practice, your own practice. You can start at 5 to 10 minutes twice a day and then build up from there, but you just have to do it. So that's also a nice way to get the serotonin released and hopefully sustained for at least 12 hours until the evening when you do it again. The serotonin high versus the endorphin high of exercise, I think, lasts longer. And if you have serotonin in your stream, you will be able to, in theory, take care of those visible or invisible stressors during your day a lot better. So remember last night when I taught you breathing exercises to help get to sleep?
Yes.
Breath in, pause, breath out. Did it help?
Mm-hmm.
I want to do a video for some of my patients on how to use that in everyday life. Want to help me today?
Sure.
So, okay. So sometimes when people are super hungry, if you sit down immediately and in front of the plate, your brain will say, devour. Kind of like a hungry dog. You just go, 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 go. Or if you've ever watched a nature show, lions will just eat really fast, in big chunks. So that's not healthy for a human. Go ahead, you can eat it. Not healthy for a human, but if you were to slow down right before your meal, you'd go slower. And if you go slower, you actually will chew better. Your brain won't be so stressed. That's stress eating, or mindless eating, and you'll actually feel happier after you're done your food. You're not going to eat as much usually, so sometimes when you're stress eating, even after you finish the meal, you'll still want more and more and more, even though your stomach is full. It takes some time before the brain says, I'm full. So if you don't wait, there's something in Okinawan called Hari Hachibu, eating until you're 80% full or 8/10 full. And usually you'll stop after your meal because it takes about 20 minutes for the brain and these sensory feedback loops to tell the brain I'm full. That's leptin, ghrelin, senses of umami. Once the brain says I'm full, then you won't have to continue with eating. Can save some calories. There is a guy that's sitting in that tiny little tent waiting for a bite from a piece of fishy ice. Anyway, what we're doing here is, this is nature, right? Apparently, this is nature. Except for that airplane that just is passing over. Sometimes if you can't get that 4-7-8 breathing, because you're too busy or it's too noisy, you can actually come out here and it'll be setting you up. Setting you up with an environment that will be easy to do the 4-7-8 breathing, or any kind of breathing. Doesn't have to be. It's what is it now? It's December, and you're probably cold, right? Let's go back in the car. It's December and it's cold. It's warmer than usual, but it is still cold. So when sun breaks out, why not take the practice to the next level? You always have to have, if you want this practice to stick and be sustainable, it sometimes takes a little bit of coaxing. And this kind of environment, this is Mallard Lake, this kind of environment will make it a little bit easier to develop your practice. If you try to start a practice and you're in the midst of a city or don't have any teaching how to begin things, it might be a little tougher to start, and if it's tougher to start, it'll be hard to maintain or sustain. So nature always helps. When you're climbing, what happened when you felt that hold loosen up on you?
Made my hands sweaty, I was stressed out.
Right, well, yeah. Made your hands sweaty though. And then what'd you do to calm down?
I breathed in and out.
Then you took a break, right? This is the perfect time to do, well, I don't know if I'd do 4-7-8 breathing, but if you did it before the climb, then you'd be better off, right? What did you do before the lunch to start the lunch off?
I did the breathing exercise and then I prayed.
It's about the same, isn't it?
Yeah.
No. So sometimes when in a pinch or a short version of the breathing exercise would be prayer. Some people don't pray. Some people have different religions, but prayer gives you a pause before going on to the vegetable fries or the bean burger, for example. And either way, whatever you choose, whether it's a prayer, pause, 4-7-8 breathing, I think you can call on it at any meal, and that's what's so cool. So just to practice, and until you get to the point where if you just do it twice a day, it's so deep that it just sustains you till the next time you practice it, or the next time you do the breathing exercise or the meditation. I know of a few people that can sustain their sense of calm that long, but most of the people I know are beginners, so I say, it's not going to cost you anything, just go ahead and do it as often as you want. Herb Benson out of Harvard teaches what's called minis. I'll see if I can find a link to do them, but mini relaxation exercises. Those can be beneficial, but you don't want to be doing them and relying on them at times of stress. That's kind of, it's hard to outrun the stress that way. You want to beat the stress by getting in front of it. And that's that daily practice I was talking about. We can use 4-7-8 breathing here, but it's kind of loud. I don't think it'll help. Where the heck did this snow come from?
We're going to see you next week.
So this is a perfect example of how driving, you really need to bring out that 4-7-8 breathing, right, dude? So if you drive on the right-hand lane, I think you'll need less of the 4-7-8 breathing. If you drive on the left and you're in a hurry, better breathe and do the 4-7-8 before you leave for your destination. So now we are doing the 4-7-8 dart technique. You're ready position, deep breath in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fire. Ready? Deep breath in. Hold it. Deep breath out. Aim. Fire. Whoa! Okay, one more time. Ready? Deep breath in. Out. And last shot. Whoa! Hey, you got a bullseye! Alright, so we've gone through a whole day of applying the 4-7-8 technique to pretty much everything that a dad and his son would do on a Saturday. You don't have to do it like that, but I just wanted to show you how easy it was. And whether it's brushing teeth, meditating in the morning, eating breakfast, rock climbing, playing darts, eating dinner, eating lunch, whatever, you can do this and empower your cells, every cell in your body, to bathe in all those hormones that come out when you relax. Serotonin, oxytocin. I've spoken about it in all my lectures, but this has just been a practical application to doing things like that. Now, if you get really good and deep with your meditative practice, you won't have to do it that often. You won't have to call out on your meditative response, your relaxation response when stress comes up. It'll just be exuding for a couple hours after your morning practice, and it'll continue to exude a couple hours after evening practice. So no matter what you face during your days or your nights, your cells are being empowered to do their best at fighting disease and repairing what happens to them. So we are going to sign off, right, buddy?
Yep.
And you're going to go to sleep. I'm going to go to bed. I'm actually going to have to do my 4-7-8 breathing and my meditation first, but this has just been an example of how to make steps to change your life.